Hello friends, an important question to deal with is what is the role of guard cells in opening and closing of stomata? Guard cells are kidney or bean-shaped cells that regulate the opening and closing of stomata. In an open state, stomata allow the entering of carbon dioxide into the plant, which will be further utilized to produce sugars during the process of photosynthesis. Oxygen, a byproduct of photosynthesis, is released into the atmosphere. So, its main role is in gas exchange and also in transpiration, which you already know. Now, let's see how a stomata is closed or open. Remember the acronym FC wrote, F for flaccid and C for closed. The guard cells are flaccid when the stomata are closed. Over time is abbreviated as OT. Link this with the open state of stomata. Here, T is for the turgid and O is for open. The guard cells are turgid when the stomata is open. So, it is pretty much clear that the opening and closing of stomata are dependent on the flaccid or turgid state of guard cells, right? Now, how do the guard cells become turgid? During the daytime, the sun is there, chloroplast is present in living guard cells and photosynthesis is going on, which leads to the production of sugars. As sugar increases in concentration, water from accessory cells move into the guard cells due to osmosis. The inner wall of guard cells is thick and the outer wall is thin. So, when the guard cell is swelling up, the inner wall will prevent the bulging from this side, and hence only the thin outer wall is bulged out, pulling the inner wall and thus opening the stomata. Now, let's learn about the closing of stomata. Well, we have to reverse the situation. During night time, no photosynthesis occurs. So, sugars are not produced. So, the osmotic pressure falls and thus water leaves out of the guard cell due to exoosmosis and moves into the neighboring cells that have high concentration. Thus, the guard cells become flaccid and they shrink, thus bringing about the closing of stomatal aperture. Understand the mechanism of stomatal opening and closing using this diagram thoroughly, and you can easily frame and write the answers appropriately. Happy learning!